Hey, Elissa.
Hey,
So
Anoop.
excited to have you on our advisory board. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Oh my God, I'm super excited about it. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your amazing journey.
Thanks. I must admit I was a little nervous asking you to join. I know you're in demand, but I think I did get you hooked when we first talked about our mission, which is simple. We just believe it is people who make a company, whether it succeeds or fails or becomes great. It's people who make the product, people who do the marketing, people who do the sales. And while sophisticated systems exist for customers and sales for companies, our systems to understand people are still really quite primitive. So we are excited to be able to look at people and talent analytics and diversity data and let companies get ahead.
Yeah, I was so inspired by your mission. I mean, when you think about the systems and the ways that processes that for talent acquisition and talent development, and especially in the world of diversity hiring, they're broken. They're hard to use if they exist. And it's really just like by the true grit of amazing recruiting teams that it actually happens. So I just when you approached me and we started talking about it, I just saw there's so much opportunity here to help companies do a better job of surfacing the right talent to come into their organizations, and it just helps so much from the community, the recruiting aspect. So it's just, as you said, bringing in the right people into your company, building the right teams. I mean, I was an exec and ran some pretty large teams. It's a huge, probably the most important thing. No,
Yes.
not probably. It is the most important thing you can do as a leader. So I was very inspired by your vision, but also the success you're having and some of the stories, some of your customers, their success they're having.
Yeah, no, totally. So like, as I think a couple of stories that come to mind is, so Extra Hop is a public company in Seattle on the networking space, and they said, okay, we want to try you out. And then within the first month, while they were still in the trial period, they hired a senior dev manager, a lady, a wonderful, super qualified lady, and that's going to help them build them. And then they said, we got to get it for the whole team. And we hear similar stories from Genentech, Johnson and Johnson, Microsoft, VMware, Amazon, Lockheed. So it's been a pretty amazing journey
Wow.
in ways in which using data, analytics, AI, ML to find such people, we've been able to, create value for all of these
Yeah.
companies.
Yeah, those are incredible success stories. And what's incredible is you can do it for across industries and across size of companies. So many big names I heard you mention in tech and in pharma and defense, but
Yeah,
also smaller companies that are just growing like crazy that need people and the right people brought in. And of course, the big desire to bring in the diverse talent teams, for fairness, but also because it creates better teams. I
yeah.
mean, that's incredible. I know you do so much work around building up more than just like a LinkedIn. You're going way beyond that. You're leveraging info from GitHub and from papers and patents, and you really are seeking to get a true 360-degree view in advance of these potential candidates. That's amazing.
Yeah, this whole notion of 360 profiles, especially around digital transformation, which is accelerating, is a big value prop for our customers. We know we need developers, engineers, and scientists to, get us ahead in the digital world. These people have very sparse LinkedIn profiles, and in many cases don't have LinkedIn profiles. So we bring
Yeah.
all of that information together so you can understand these people better. You can understand what they have done and have the right people in your organization reach out. We also do, like for defense companies that it's mentioning, or Microsoft has a JEDI project and they want to hire, security cleared people,
Mm.
to build the government and the defense clouds. We go and look at jobs and open jobs. We say, oh, this one requires a security clearance. This person is sitting in that job and therefore they must have security clearance. So it is really looking at the whole web and saying, what can we find out about this person that'll make them ideal for the role that you have. So that's super powerful for our companies.
That's amazing. Well, one other thing I love too is that your mission and your growth is also powered by not just talent acquisition, but also talent development. Like the great talent that already exists within organizations. And sometimes organizations don't even have a good view into their own people. People they already know who are successful and can be more successful or developed. You find that for them. So that's a pretty remarkable thing, I think, too.
Yeah, no, totally. There's such a lot of interest, especially around COVID, where people had cut down on hiring. They're saying, how do we develop our internal talent? And turns out they don't know what they did in the past. What things have they contributed? If I write a paper, I don't necessarily put it on my resume or anywhere else internally. If I contribute to open source, that doesn't come out. So even we understand machine learning people at Cisco better than Cisco's internal systems tell them about it. So it's
Yeah,
pretty interesting what we can do.
that's yeah, I believe that. I really do. I do. You really have hit a deep pain point. You really hit a deep pain point, not only for companies, but even for employees, for people. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I love about your mission. It's like it serves everybody in the equation. It gets the best out of people for contributions to company, but then also people can have better jobs and be more fulfilled
yes.
and do better work. So I love the mission, and I'm just super delighted to be an advisor.
Thank you so much, Elissa. You are very special. There are not many people in the world who've taken organizations like Tableau from when they were $5 million in revenue to $1 billion plus. You are rare.
Well, I was pretty lucky and had a lot of fun and great. And again, great team, made a huge difference. Great culture, great team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited, Anoop, and I love working with your team and your mission and with you. And I'm looking forward to lots of growth and lots of success in the future together.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to have
Thank
you.
you.
Hey, take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye now.